This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Can you say 3P? Union Scotties, WPIAL champions.
The New Shenango Lancers are PIAA Class 2A state champions once again.
Swing and a miss. The Union Scotties. It's double gold for the County of Champions.
Wilmington, your District 10 1A champ.
Makes the catch. That will do it. Mohawk, back to back. Go celebrate.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
There he is. Left corner for three. He's the now all-time leading scorer.
Palmer McCain makes the catch. Somehow the adjustment, and he is going to take it to the house.
Francis Monitis works through Rinson. Has a chance. Score!
Off the tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. Actually recovered. And did they get her? They did!
Oh, he has wide open. Dave McKnight gets the touchdown.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
And it is time for WPIAL Baseball on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Today it's the final two regular season games for these two teams in Section 2. It's the Freedom Bulldogs and the Shenango Wildcats on lcsportsnet.com. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Melee Chiropractic, keeping you in the game. MVP Insurance, simplifying insurance. Call MVP for the win. UPMC Orthopedic Care, Lawrence County's local choice for sports medicine. Castle Asphalt, making your dream design come to fruition. The Red Zone, score big at the Red Zone. Madura Bonner Law, a community firm dedicated to protecting your possessions. Nick's Auto Body. Parada Jones McCree, Doran Contract. Luxembourg, Garbutt Kelly and George, GEM Builders Incorporated, Newcastle Transit Authority, Pontus Insurance, Crane Room Grill, Works in Progress, City Rescue Mission, the Tri-County Principals Association, the Shenango Teachers Association, and by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Alongside Tyler Aaron, I'm Tyler Polk. It's the Tylers back on the air here on LC Sportsnet. And Tyler, we have a very important contest between these two teams as we step in for our first batter with Nick Fesser, and that one is a called strike to begin the game. Jonathan Santangelo, the pitcher for Shenango. This popped up out of play foul behind us for strike two. Give you the batting order for the Bulldogs and Shenango's defensive alignment. Called strike three. Fessler set down on strikes. A good start for Santangelo. So we see Nick Fessler. He's leading off for the Bulldogs. Batting second is Anthony Taddeo. Third is Mason O'Donnell. Fourth is Garrett Jutarski. Zach Kuntz batting fifth. Poked foul left side for strike one on Taddeo. Xavier Robbins in the sixth spot. In the seventh spot, Colton Blank. Batting eighth is Johnny Davis, and in the nine hole is the designated hitter, Kyle Speaker. Ball and a strike to Taddeo, the catcher for the Bulldogs. Pops it out of play, pops it up, actually stays in play for Antarok to make the catch for out number two.
Yeah, that one just right on the cusp. Is it going to be fair? Is it going to be foul? And fortunately for Antarok, right there, right along the third baseline to make the catch.
Tell you what, me and you are going to call this game outside. How about that?
It's such a tough angle where we're at.
Yes.
We got a couple different obstacles in the way.
Down the third baseline foul for Mason O'Donnell. By the way, that batting order is presented to you by the Crane Room Grill. Takeout orders are available on craneroom.com. Make it a post-game tradition at the Crane Room. Quickly, we'll give you the defensive alignment presented to you by Maduro Bonner Law. In left field is Dom Dando. Center field, Reese Emmerich. At right field is Jack Keelar. Jacob Kamer at first base. That's inside for a ball on O'Donnell. AJ Farilla at second. Trey Ross, the recent Gannon commit, at short. Third base, Nate Deem. And doing the catching is Christian Anerock. That's tipped foul by O'Donnell, 1-1. Get the best protection behind you with Maduro Bonner Law. With flexible appointment hours, Maduro Bonner Law has a team of experienced lawyers and staff always ready to help. Time called. As you take a look out on the board, it says 1-2. Here's the pitch. And that plunks O'Donnell, and he'll get a free base out of it.
Next, number 3, Garrett Drutarski.
Getting a base runner on in this scenario is the best thing possible here for Freedom, because you got Drutarski up the bat, who is one of 2 players who has a home run this season, a .350 batting average for him. See what he has at the cleanup spot for Freedom.
So we go to the 4-hole hitter, Garrett Drutarski, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Check on the runner back at first for O'Donnell, as Freedom still looking for their first ball in play in fair territory. Bouncer clout by Anerock for ball 1-1. Freedom last year's WPIAL champions under Daniel O'Leary, and fell in the PIAA championship game to Faith Christian Academy. We were actually on the call for that in State College for that game, me and Tim Continenza. 1-1, misses high, 2-1. Freedom looking to stay in the section title race, but also guarantee themselves a playoff spot. Shenango, no room for error. They must win this series by a sweep, or their season is over. Two, swung on and missed. That's the second strikeout for Santangelo, and he leaves that one base runner due to a hit by pitch at first. No runs, no hits, no errors for Freedom. Then the top of the first. We'll head to the bottom of the inning, but first, let's take a look at the standings in 2A Section 2. Brought to you by Axe. Axe is Lawrence County's door-to-door transportation service open to the public. Axe takes people to work, play, and anywhere else they want to go. www.rideaxebus.org. And you get to see right there, Freedom is in that 3 spot officially, but you take a look at Shenango combined with New Brighton, both 6-4 in section play. They both need sweeps of their opponents to continue on this season, and it's a tough task for New Brighton as they take on Neshannock later tonight. You can catch that on lcsportsnet.com. New Brighton, alongside Shenango, must sweep their section opponents to make it into the WPIAL playoffs.
Yeah, and you look across Section 2 as well. You got Laurel versus Northgate here today, too. Laurel sitting at that number 2 spot in the Section 2 standings. New Brighton just right below Shenango at that 6-4 record. So, again, just like how it is for Shenango, it's do or die time for New Brighton as well.
Also, a reminder with this, it's optimal for them to get that sweep, but they can still make the baseball playoffs without a split. But it depends on how Neshannock take care of New Brighton, as we just got that information in there. Thank you, James Dotson. Now it's time to take a look at the batting order for the Shenango Wildcats under Michael Otis. Leading off and playing center field is Rance Emmerich. In the 2 spot is Dom Dando. 3 spot, Trey Ross. Batting cleanup is Christian Antarok. In the 5 spot, Jack Keelar. Batting 6, the first baseman, Jacob Kamerer. In the 7th spot is Mark Deem. 8th spot, AJ Ferrilla, and batting 9th, the designated hitter, Matt Fry. We'll see the leadoff hitter for Shenango, Rance Emmerich. And we'll give you the defensive alignment after Emmerich's at-bat is complete. First pitch from Jatarski's in for a strike. 0-1 count to begin the bottom of the first. That ball gets away from Jatarski and also didn't find Taddeo, the catcher, for Freedom. 1-1. Beautiful Monday here in Lawrence County as we get the 1-1. Off the edge of the bat, foul by Emmerich.
Emmerich just a tad late on that swing. You can just see how the front step kind of went out towards the third base side, so that kind of shortens up his bat. And then you time in the late swing as well. It's going to go off to the right.
73 degrees and sunny. Here's the 1-2 fouled off. Our producer today, Rob Natal, always working hard, always playing around with my binoculars. Jatarski's 1-2. Misses 2-2. There's the 2-2 to the leadoff batter. Misses outside 3-2. Dom Dando up next for the Wildcats. Here's the 3-2. That misses ball 4, so a good start for the Wildcats. The first walk issued by Jatarski.
What you want to get the leadoff guy on, and the 8th walk of the season for Emmerich now kind of puts Jatarski in a little bit of a predicament to start. You know how important these games are, and you knew Shenango is going to show up in a big way, in multiple ways rather, throughout the day.
Defensive alignment still coming up next for you. We'll have that in a moment. As Dom Dando at the plate with Rance Emmerich at first. Both teams have not had a hit officially, and this is driven in the air to right field. Kuntz underneath it makes the catch in right field while stumbling a little bit for our first out. Let's give you the Madur Bonner Law defensive alignment for the Freedom Bulldogs under Dan O'Leary. In left field, Riley Henley. Center field, Nick Fesser. Right field, Zach Kuntz. First base, Johnny Davis. At second base, Mason O'Donnell. The shortstop is Colton Blank. Third base, Xavier Robbins. Doing the catching is Anthony Taddeo, and then the pitcher is Garrett Jatarski. I'm a Madur Bonner Law Community firm with personal connection and individualized service. We thank them for sponsoring our defensive alignments. A check on the runner at first. Rance Emmerich, he's back in safely. From the stretch. Here's the pitch. The runner goes. It's a ball. Throw down to second, not in time. A stolen base by Emmerich, and it's a ball, 1-0 count. So a runner in scoring position, 1 out, as Emmerich steals second. Doing what you want from your leadoff hitter. Get on base, steal one. Ball issued, 2-0. Ross, the 3-0 hitter. And they have a check on Rance Emmerich. Recently signed his letter of intent to go to Gannon University in Erie. 2-0 counts outside, 3-0. Fine program up there, also home to the D2 men's basketball national champions. Counts 3-0. Good early work by this Shenango team of getting into good counts. The 3-0 in there for a strike as the take sign on for Ross, 3-1.
Really see how focused Jutarski is with Emmerich being on second base and Blank getting in the mix, and O'Donnell we saw on the recent throwdown a couple pitches ago. See him tapping his glove. It's Colton Blank.
Here's the 3-1. That misses, ball 4. It's a second walk issued by Jutarski. So first and second, one away.
Number 12, Christian Anarok.
Here's the catcher, Christian Anarok. If you look on most of the Shenango helmets, they have DJ on the back honoring DJ Graham, one of their classmates. And shirts with the number 31. That gets away from the catcher, Taddeo, and it allows everyone to take a base on the wild pitch.
It's not what you want to do, because now you just put two Wildcats in scoring position with the heart of the order coming up for Shenango. Still only have one out, and then right there you see the intentional walk there. So that will bring up Jack Keeler.
Up next, number 10, Jack Keeler.
Intentional walk for Antarok, and they'll have a courtesy runner for Shenango, and that will be number 4, Rick Ziegler, as he'll come in for the catcher, Antarok. So a big chance for Jack Keeler with one out to try to get an early advantage for Shenango, who's lost their last 4 games and 6 of their last 7. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in for a strike. So 2 walks on base on balls and then an intentional walk. The ball hasn't been placed in play yet by Shenango, and they have bases loaded, 1 out. Only just one time they managed to actually fly out to right field. Nothing in which anyone could advance on. 1 ball, 1 strike count for Jutarski. And that's up the middle off the glove of the second baseman O'Donnell. That will plate Emmerich. Right behind him, Trey Ross. 2 runs in for Shenango. They lead 2-0.
First ball hit in play, or rather second, but first one that comes in for the first hit of the game, and it's a big one for Shenango. You got that all-important 2-0 lead. You got 2 runners still on base. See if you can add more to the table for Shenango and really give a lot of room for the Shenango defense to work with.
The official score will give that a 2 RBI single for Jack Keeler. The Cats lead 2-0. Kamerer to the plate, looks at a strike, 0-1. Only those RBIs in today's game. Brought to you by Parada Jones McCree. Parada Jones McCree, attorneys at law, excellence is our guarantee. And that ball gets away from the pitcher, Dratarski. It allows Ziegler to stride in there to third. It's an E1.
Yeah, that's just Dratarski again with the antics with Blank. Tapped his glove and he actually came to the second base bag this time. And the throw just way over the head of Blank. Blank's only 5'9". That probably sailed well over 6 feet above his head and right into center field.
Ziegler is our Castle Asphalt courtesy runner. Castle Asphalt provides commercial or residential asphalt paving, commercial site work, or commercial line striping. www.castleasphalt.com. And we've just had our first Pontius Insurance trip to the mound. Auto, home, business, or life insurance, all with a local agent at pontiusinsurance.com. And TA, this is early on. Big trouble for Freedom as they're looking to stay in the section title race. Of course, tonight for Neshannock, one win clinches a share of the title, and then of course a sweep of New Brighton is the outright section champions.
Yeah, plus if you look recently at the Freedom schedule, minus the games against Aliquippa, they've dropped quite a few. I mean, 4 in a row before playing Aliquippa, and then just lost that last one to Highlands.
1 ball, 1 strike to Kamerer. First and second now goes to second and third. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out. Ball inside on Kamerer, 2-1, and you're not wanting this to go any worse than it already has for Dratarski. Ziegler, the courtesy runner in for Antarock, and Keeler on base. Ziegler's checked on, he's back in. So it's second and third, 1 out. Kamerer trying to deliver a big punch early on here. That ball misses inside. Correction, that was a walk issued. So that's the third. Dratarski has issued 3 walks on base on balls, 1 intentional walk. And Coach O'Leary will have a talk, and that looks to be an early wrap of the day for Dratarski.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to get this too ugly here. And now Shenango's knocking on the door of potentially doubling their lead. You just can't. This is too important of a game to find yourselves deep in the hole early. I mean, this is only the bottom of the first inning. So whoever comes in, he only pitched 22 pitches all throughout that first inning. So see what Freedom's got up their sleeve, hopefully get out of the gym, and then come back strong in the top of the second.
It's a Red Zone pitching change. Spirit Sales can help raise big money for your organization. Score big at the Red Zone. We'll have the picture for you coming up next on lcsportsnet.com.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
And we're back. The pitcher for Freedom is Zach Kuntz as he comes in from right field. Dratarski moves to right.
Yeah, you take a look at the numbers for Zach Kuntz. 3-4 record, 2.57 ERA. He's pitched the most out of any Freedom Bulldog this season. 32 and 2/3 innings pitched. 7 games played. Opponent batting average batting .293 against him.
I'm just going to give you the stats. I just didn't have enough space up here for it. 2-0 count to Mark Dean. Dratarski faced 6 batters, allowed 1 hit, 2 runs, both of them earned, 3 base on balls, no strikeouts, and he still is responsible for all 3 runners on base. Kuntz has the ball here, 3-1 count, and it's not working for the Bulldogs right now with anyone at the moment. Here's the 3-1. That's inside, and a walk, and a run will score. Ziegler will score. It's an RBI walk. 3-0 Shenango.
Yeah, absolute worst case scenario there for Freedom. You walk the first batter you face, base is still loaded, and still more damage can be done by the Wildcats.
A.J. Farilla at the plate, puts this in the air to center field. Underneath it, Nick Fesser, and he makes the catch. Tagging up is Keeler, and they'll let him score. 4-0 Shenango. Kuntz makes the catch. He cuts it off, allowing that run to come in. 4-0 Wildcats.
It's only the 3rd hit ball in play by Shenango, but you'll trade off the run for the out any time of the week, and you got that 4-run lead. Still 1 runner in scoring position, 2 men on base for Shenango. See what the bottom of the order and Matt Fry can do.
So that adds another run to the tally of Dratarski. So right now up to 4 runs. Two away. This is lined right at the second baseman, Mason O'Donnell, to retire to side. Shenango get off to a good start here in the bottom of the first. They pick up 4 runs, and that was all on 1 hit, 1 error. They left 2 on base. 1 complete here from Chuck Tanner Field. 4-0 Wildcats. You're watching WPIAL Baseball, Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
And welcome back as we're in the second inning. 4-0 Wildcats. Zach Kuntz, Xavier Robbins, Colton Blank up next for this Freedom team that had to switch pitchers as Dratarski now operates in right field, and Kuntz now takes over the 1 hole. That's the pitcher on defense. Now punt batter on both sides. Actually, correction, the second one issued by Santangelo.
He's only surrendered 2 base runners thus far, and both of them been the same exact result, a hit by a pitch. He did it to O'Donnell in the first inning. Now Kurt's here.
Xavier Robbins plays dodgeball for ball 1. So 2 hit by pitches by Santangelo. Not what you want to start off an inning, especially after you're gifted 4 runs in the bottom. Kuntz checked on, he's back in. So far for Kuntz, no courtesy runner enabled for him. We'll see if they'll opt to go for it. Now he runs a ball, 2-0 count, and he's barbecue chicken right at second base as Farilla able to apply the tag. 2-4 caught stealing for out number 1.
Yeah, just what a play there from Interrock. Get it the whole way over to second base, and just not a chance for Kuntz. He tried to kind of jump around and get his leg underneath, but again, that's just no match for Shenango. They get the base runner out, and now you don't have to worry about anyone on the bases.
Counts 2-0 as the wind picks up here from Shenango. Popped up, and it will go out of play right off the back end of the Wildcat dugout. Counts 2-1. Here's the pitch. 2-1s, slammed in the air to center field. Emmerich, jitterbugging, but makes the catch in left center for out number 2.
Up next, number 39, Colton Blank.
See, it looked like for a second that Emmerich thought it was hit harder, and then he realized, oh, not that bad.
Well, this sun right behind us has definitely been a key for the outfield. At least last inning, I believe it was Keeler, kind of lost in the sun, but then was able to come back and make a play. But the outfield, a lot harder for them to make a play today because there's hardly a cloud in the sky, just a couple, not much.
0-1 as Colton Blank had to lean back like Fat Joe to miss that one, 1-1. Four 0 Wildcats, 2 outs. Now 2-1 count as that misses outside. Pulled foul, 2-2. And this Freedom team last year finished 3rd in the section behind the co-section champs Nishannick and Shenango. Able to keep himself alive there is Blank. They pulled off a run of the ages as they went all the way to the state championship game, before that capturing a WPIAL championship. Looking to start that defense in the playoffs next week. Called strike 3 by Santangelo. That's his 3rd strikeout. And that will end the top of the second. We'll head to the bottom of the inning. 4-0 Wildcats on LCSportsNet.com.
Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion. But we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is rewritten in Christ. Give today at cityrescuemission.org.
On LCSportsNet.com, the middle 3 innings will be taken care of by Tyler Aaron. We'll also have the Melee Minute coming up in between the 3rd inning, the middle of the 3rd inning here from Chuck Tanner Field, as we also have action on the other side of the complex here with Riverside and Shenango in softball action. That's also available on lcsportsnet.com.
I believe they're celebrating Senior Day festivities over there as well, just like right here. It's Senior Palooza all across the Shenango Township.
Yeah, that matchup over there is to decide second place in the section with Shenango and Riverside. As we're back to the top of the order, that's how it went for Shenango. All 9 came to the plate. And leading off is Rance Emmerich. He swings and misses for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Emmerich slows up, but the same result, swinging and missing for strike 2. Oh-2. Kuntz trying to get him to chase. He doesn't take bait 1 and 2. It'll be interesting to see how the first 6 will behave towards Zach Kuntz pitching. Swung on and missed by Emmerich. He's down on strikes, and that's the first strikeout for Kuntz.
That's a great start for Kuntz, to where back in the first inning, 5 of the 9 batters were walked by Freedom, and Kuntz only walked the 1 batter last inning, but to come in strong, get the strikeout, and just keep on moving along through every single batter. You don't want to give Shenango anything and run away with this.
Dom Dando looks at a ball outside. Yeah, just switching up the plane of attack with a different pitcher. Dando chops one on the ground, collected by Robbins at third. As he goes into the hole to retire Dando 2 away. Trey Ross at the plate. A walk his first time up. Dando at the moment is the only Wildcat to go 0 for 2, be unsuccessful in both at-bats. And that's ripped down the line fair. Ross, first pitch swinging, has a 2-out single.
Good hit there by Ross, and gets the whole way down into right field, and then it looked like it hit a gopher hole and just sprung up in the air. So a tougher play out in right field for Jutarski to make a play, but you always got to be careful with the outfield grasses. Just one little divot in that grass, and that ball's going to hop right over your head. Just a great job there by Jutarski.
That's the second hit for the Wildcats as they check on Trey Ross. Christian Antarok at the plate, another check. This one, no tag applied. He's just back in there getting dirty. That'll do a third check on him, and he's back in. In for a strike on Antarok, 0-1. Runner goes, ball outside to throw. Short hops just before second, a stolen base for Ross.
Yeah, it was just a tough throw there by Taddeo across, and if the ball's so far off, you might as well just come off the bag, and that's exactly what O'Donnell did. Don't even worry about the runner. Make sure that ball doesn't go into center field.
One and two. Rantarock. 2 outs, a runner on second after the stolen base by Ross. Here's the pitch from Kuntz. Swung on and missed. Antarok down on strikes. And the one hit not hurting Freedom as we play 2 complete. 4 4-0 Wildcats. You're watching WPIAL Baseball on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
And we're back for the middle 3 innings. We'll give it to Tyler Aaron. He'll take you through.
Thank you, Ty. Johnny Davis, Riley Henley, and Nick Fessler all do have to bat for Freedom, the 8-9-1 hitter. A 4-0 game here at the Shenango Baseball Softball Complex. In the penultimate game of the regular season for both of these two teams, they both will match up again at Freedom High School tomorrow at 4 p.m. to round out the regular season. Johnny Davis steps in to kick off the top of the 3rd. First pitch by Santangelo, swung on and missed for a strike. 0-1.
Key for Santangelo, who's been getting ahead of hitters. He wasn't doing that against Laurel last week.
Well, that pitch runs a bit high, so that evens it up to 1-1. One pitch, this one hit out towards right center field, and that is going to get down for a base hit. It's going to be picked up by Emmerich. A leadoff single for Johnny Davis. And the first hit of the ball game for Freedom.
Just a little bloop single into shallow right center field. That's all you need. Just those little things to get off to the run here.
You just got to take little by little and just keep on clawing away back at the Shenango lead. And I know you and I both, we did a lot of those Freedom baseball games across their WPIAL run as the 8th seed, and then you were at Penn State for the championship game. I was across the way, across campus at the softball field. But Freedom is one team that won't go away despite how big the deficit is.
Yeah, they had so much comebacks, successful on that run last year. It's just a tough team.
0-1's the count to Riley Henley. Looking at it is Henley, now 0-2 the count. Santangelo looking strong out there for the Wildcats. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball just outside, 1-2 the count.
And a reminder, between innings, we'll have the Melee Minute, in which I explain to you all the county situations in baseball and softball.
1-2 count, swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Santangelo. Make it number 4 on the day. And one away here in the 3rd. Nick Fessler up the bat. He's 0 for 1. Throw back to first, not in time. Always got to check in on the runners a couple times. Make sure they're not getting too comfortable. We've seen Freedom do it a lot already. This one off the short end of the bat. Short throw off to second for 1. On to first, not in time. You get the lead runner out going to second on the 6-4 play, but can't turn 2. As Fessler reaches on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up Anthony Taddeo with Fessler on first. 2 outs here in the top of the third. First pitch swung on and missed. Fastball blew right by him. 0-1 the count. Oh, 1 pitch, fastball just a bit low below the knees. Ends up the count 1-1. Freedom in the red uniforms with gray accents, white numbers, gray pants. 1-1 pitch skips away, going to second on the pass ball is Fessler. It's the first runner in scoring position that Freedom's had all day. Count now 2-1. This one rides inside, make it 3-1. Three-one pitch. This one driven out towards left field, but foul. We'll do it again from the belt. Santangelo has only surrendered 3 base runners, 2 of them via hit by pitch and 1 single that was back earlier in this inning to Johnny Davis. This one hit out towards left center field, and that one is going to be caught by Rance Emmerich for the 3rd out of the inning. He had a long run to get there and looked like he was going to lay out for it, but he does not. 1 hit and 1 man left on base for Freedom in the top of the 3rd. 4-0 Shenango, all right here on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Yep, it's time for our Melee Minute, and it's the final week of the regular season. Let's give you an update on all of the playoff races here today. In baseball 5A, Newcastle and Mars enter the final week of the season tied in the section standings at 3-5. The 2 split their section series, so the final week is critical for the Hurricanes. If either team sweeps its final series, a playoff berth is guaranteed. Newcastle hosts the top team in Section 3, Pine Richland, while Mars entertains Shaler for its final 2 games. If the Canes sweep Pine Richland, they earn the 4th seed. If Shaler, who beats the Canes last week, sweeps Mars, Newcastle also clinches. Mohawk and Elwood City are co-champs of Section 1 and 3A, and Riverside has clinched a berth as well. All section games are completed. 2A Neshannock needs 1 win versus New Brighton to earn at least a share of the Section 2 crown. It will be the Lancers' 18th section title. Neshannock is the only team who has locked up a berth in the section. You can watch Monday night's game against New Brighton live on LC SportsNet. Eric Thomas and James Dotson on the call for that one. Laurel and Freedom are 1 game back, while Shenango and New Brighton 6-4 are next. The Spartans take on Northgate, while Shenango and Freedom are currently battling right now on LC SportsNet. Laurel swept Shenango this season, Neshannock swept Freedom, and Freedom swept New Brighton. If Shenango or New Brighton earn sweeps this week, they both are in. Shenango just needs a split and depending on a sweep against with New Brighton, that means they make the playoffs as well. For 1A, Union has already clinched their playoff berth and are likely the 3rd seed out of Section 1. The Scotties have completed section play, and only non-section games are with Bleachburg and a series with Summit Academy. In District 10, Wilmington is in a 3-way tie for place for section in Region 1 with West Middlesex and Sharpsville. The Hounds swept West Middlesex but lost to Sharpsville with Game 2 coming this week. They also have Greenville, who's 7-0 this week. Took a little time over it, but that's the Melee Minute, brought to you by Melee Chiropractic, keeping you in the game as we're keeping you in the loop of what's happening around Lawrence County.
Thank you, Ty, for our Melee Minute. Count now reaches 2-1 to the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 3rd, and Jack Keeler, Jacob Kammerer, and Nate Deem will bat here in the bottom half of the 3rd. Shenango up 4-0. This one popped up, and this one is going to get out of play, so that moves the count now to 2-2. Beautiful Monday afternoon here for baseball. Down to 68 degrees. The sun has kind of tucked away behind the clouds. Feels really nice. This one a shallow pop-up right in front of second base, and no match for Colton Blank to make the catch for the 1st out. So that'll bring up Jacob Kammerer. Back in his first plate appearance, he walked. One out, nobody on for Shenango. First pitch by Kuntz, found on back to the backstop. 0-1. 289 batting average, 12 RBIs, 5 doubles, a triple in his 18th game of the season. One pitch just a bit up high, evens up the count 1-1. 1-1, just a bit high, right at the eye level of Kammerer. 2-1 the count. Two-one pitch. This one hit out towards right field. This one skied out there. Jutarski is there, just has to move a couple feet over to make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Up next, number 15, Nate Deem.
Nate Deem over at third base, walked back in the first inning. Lefty steps aboard with nobody on and 2 outs. First pitch called a strike. Only 2 hits so far for Shenango. This one hit out towards left field, and this one's going to get foul. Zach Kuntz really settled in nicely here for Freedom. Only gave up that 1 run, but it was tagged to Jutarski's final line for today. This one skips down the first base line and foul. That final line for Garrett Jutarski was a third of an inning, 1 hit, 4 runs, 3 walks. This one foul tipped and caught by Taddeo. Another strikeout for Kuntz to end the third inning. Shenango up in front 4-0. Will come back after this break for Freedom's top of the 4th inning.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Congratulations to our April LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Girls Track and Field as the LCAP Team of the Month after winning their semifinal meet and reaching the WPIAL Championship. Congratulations to Coach Heather McKissick and the Lady Spartans Track and Field Team, our LCAP Team of the Month.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
To the top of the 4th we go here from Chuck Tanner Field in Shenango. Top of the 4th, first pitch to Mason O'Donnell inside and low for a ball. Nothing Shenango in front. Freedom looking to at least get a runner on board. This This one popped up, drifting into foul territory, and making the catch right on the line is Jacob Kammerer for the first down of the fourth. That was teetering over the first baseline, and Kammerer able to make the catch just about a step into foul territory. Bring up Garrett Jutarski. He takes a step back, but first pitch called a strike. Trying to sell the pitch inside, but ended up being right across the plate. One pitch swung on and missed for a strike. Just a little bit behind that one, 0-2. A 2 pitch. This one just outside and skips past the glove of Anorak. Count will now be 1-2. Jutarski really trying to sell the Miami Vice with the bat and gloves. This one's a high bouncer, foul down the third base side.
Very nice colors.
I 100% agree.
I think it's black. Nah, he doesn't have it exactly. He needs black instead of the lime green.
Yeah, on the gloves, 1-2 fouled off. But the bat definitely is. I think there might be some orange on that too, but it's got the baby blue or the light blue, and there's some pink.
I miss the old Miami Heat, Miami Vice jerseys.
This one hit on the first baseline foul. Kammerer's under it again, and he will make a dive back, and it'll bounce off his glove and out. Just a tough play in the sun, and looking to have a rinse and repeat for the first 2 outs of the inning, but this one just gets past the glove.
Yeah, he was trying to do a reverse Michael Jackson, trying to make that catch. He tried to lean back on his heels, and it just wasn't happening.
So after all that, count still remains 1-2 to Jutarski. Here's a pitch by Santangelo, and swung on and missed. Strikeout number 5 on the day for Jonathan Santangelo, and the second out of the inning. Zach Kuntz up to bat in a pitcher versus pitcher matchup. First pitch inside for a ball.
Ready for me.
1-0 pitch, fastball called a strike right along the knees, evens up the count 1-1. 458 batting average for Kuntz. He was hit by a pitch back in his last plate appearance. This one clips the outside zone for a strike, 1-2. Two pitch, this one lasered out towards right field. Moving over just a couple steps is Keeler to make the catch in a 1-2-3 inning here by Jonathan Santangelo and Shenango. They lead at 4-0 as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning.
Nix Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nix your man, making your car look as good as new. Nobody does it better than Nix Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands. Nix Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do?
We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Back here, bottom of the 4th inning, 8-9-1 hitters up to bat for Shenango. That's AJ Farilla, Matt Fry, and Rance Emmerich all up to bat. Finished 2 full rotations around the batting order. Zach Kuntz back on the hill for Freedom. He's really settling in great after coming in in the first inning, with the starter, Drew Tarski, only recording 1 out. Farilla steps in 0 for 1 today. He hit a sacrifice fly out towards center field back in the first to bring in Shenango's 4th run. First pitch down low for a ball, 1-0. Pitch called a strike right over the zone. Evens up the count now 1-1. 361 batting average for Farilla. Ground ball to third. Picks it up is Robbins. Throw across the diamond in time for the first down of the inning.
Up next, number 21, Matt Fry.
So that'll bring up Matt Fry. .067 batting average. 0 for 1 today. He lined out to second base and Mason O'Donnell to end that 4-run first inning. First pitch by Kuntz just misses off the plate for a ball. The 1-0, this one hit out towards left field. Running in for it is Henley, and he will come in and make the catch. Lost his hat on the run up. That's how fast he had to run up for it. And 2 outs already.
Up next, number 3, Rams
So that'll bring up the top of the order. Flip over that lineup card. Rance Emmerich comes up to bat for the 3rd time today. 0 for 1 in 2 plate appearances, and this one comes back and hits him right in the back. You can hear the shrieks across everyone in attendance here today. That one looked painful.
Up next, number 24, Dominic Dando.
Dom Dando comes up to bat now for Shenango. An opportunity to possibly bring in a run or advance the base runner. First pitch by Kuntz. Runner goes for second. And that's an easy stolen base for Emmerich. That is his 2nd of the day.
Yep, another theft by him. Good jump for him, no chance.
It's a steal at Riverside Apartments, Newcastle's senior citizen living complex. Rent under $500 per month. Includes cable, AC, and all utilities. Call 724-658-0520 for more information. And you too can be safe at Riverside. Count now 1-1 to Dom Dando. 0 for 2 today. This is the deepest at-bat that he's had, 3 pitches. Swings right through that one, now 1-2. Kuntz has to step off. Gonna encourage Emmerich to go back and step on that second base bag. This one's soft liner and goes off the glove of O'Donnell. Here comes Emmerich to score from second. 5-0 Shenango thanks to Dom Dando, as that one just kicked off the glove by O'Donnell. What's the official verdict on that one? Error? Hit?
Yeah, that's a hit. That's a long way for a second baseman to go for that one. Yeah, he was camped under it, but also the wind picked it up. I'm very nice. I give hits.
I definitely agree with you on that one, because that was a long run and he had to dive out still for it, and it just kicked off the tip of the glove.
You know the rule. If you dive and you don't come up with it, it's not in there. I tried to come up with something classy or catchy. I couldn't think of anything. I'm sorry. Give me another muff.
We'll give it an RBI single for Dom Dando. Brings up Trey Ross for the 2nd straight time. Check back at first.
Fine. If you dive, it's not jive. There we go.
That's a good one. Can we get that one patented by you? You start using it on all the broadcasts.
There's a lot of things that I need patented. What else? Barbecue chicken for an easy play. Read it like a Harry Potter book.
That's a long book. 1-0 pitch. Runner goes to second. Throw down to second, and that is in time. What a great throw by Taddeo. Over to second, and Blank puts the tag on Dandu, who was looking to steal second. But Shenango gets one run in the bottom half of the fourth, making a 5-0 game for Shenango. We'll come back for the top of the sixth on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Neshannock's Kaylee Kubelis as the April Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month after setting the school records in the 200-meter and 400-meter dash at the MAC Championships. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Neshannock's Anthony Aiken as the April Male Athlete of the Month. Anthony broke a 56-year-old school record in the 100-meter dash, is a part of the school record 4x100-meter relay team, and also second on the baseball team in RBIs, including a walk-off single against Shenango. Congratulations and best of luck to Neshannock's Anthony Aiken and Kaylee Kubelis, the April Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builders has been building our community for 70 years.
Only one run and one hit there in the bottom of the fourth by Shenango. Now a 5-0 lead for the Wildcats in such an important game of their season, as it's a big battle for that WPIAL 2A Section 2A district title. You have Neshannock in first place at that 7-2 section record, Laurel in second, tied with Freedom, 7-3 section record. Shenango New Brighton follows suit, both tied at 6-4. Northgate at 2-8, and Aliquippa at 0-11.
Xavier Robbins.
6 teams on schedule to play today. You have this one right here at Chuck Tanner Field. You got Laurel and Northgate, and Neshannock versus New Brighton, all important games to watch all across Lawrence County. First pitch fastball inside by Santangelo to Xavier Robbins, 1-0 the count. 1-0 pitch, fastball, called a strike right along the knees. 1-1. Robbins 0 for 1 today, flew out to center field back in the second, batting .306. 1-1, this one hit on a rope to center field. Coming in and making the catch is Emmerich for the first out.
Up next, number 39, Colton Blank.
Probably the third or fourth outfielder that has lost their hat running through the wind.
Yeah, they're not tightly secured. They're not the snapbacks. I think they're fitteds. And if you have lettuce, you want to keep it going. But I'm a snapback guy.
Might have to put like a ratchet strap right along their heads to keep the hats on.
Yeah, well, at least for a guy like me, I mean, I kind of got like a 10-ton cranium, so I don't really know if I wear fitteds.
What do you got on a snapback right now? I do as well. So
it's a nice Waynesburg burnt orange W.
0-1 pitch, called a strike right off the outside corner to Colton Blank. 0-2 the count.
I need a Chatham one, or a Point Park Bison one. Represent the alma mater this week. Not Chatham, of course. Point Park. I just work there.
Might have to get the alumni stuff here in about a year's time. This one line drive right past the glove of Demon into left field. A 1-out knock for Colton Blank, and for Freedom, a runner aboard.
Just a second hit for the Bulldogs, as they've been in trouble more often than not against Santangelo, who's been very economic with the pitch placements, been able to get strikes in there and force back contact.
Second hit, and if my math is correct, that's only the 5th base runner as well by Freedom.
Wow, they really teach math down at Waynesburg. You are correct.
Barely. I can count up and down. That's about it. This one fouled out of play. 0-2 now the count to Johnny Davis.
That Point Park education, it allows me to count, but trust me, I am not a data journalist by any means.
I'm 100% not either.
Be nice. It'd help out a lot with this.
It would. The two Tylers in the room think alike. 0-2 pitch. This one fouled out of play again by Davis. We'll do it again. Wind has really picked up here. This one's blowing out towards left field, it looks like, so balls can carry. This one does carry out down the first base side, and that was just foul. Missed it by about a foot, maybe even a foot and a half. That was close by Davison. For sure would have been extra bases.
Yeah, Keeler probably would have been in dive territory if that's on the line, but yeah, just barely.
Plus you have Blank at first base. He probably could have made it the whole way around and possibly scored. That one lands in fair territory. But count remains 0-2 and swung on and missed. That's a big strikeout by Santangelo. Strikeout number 6 on the day. 2 outs. Brings up Riley Henley. He fouls the first one back to the backstop, 0-1.
Yeah, it's Speaker. He's the designated hitter. Rookie mistake whenever they have the arrows.
You get one change and then everything gets all jumbled up together.
Speaker facing an 0-2 count right now as he fouls that off. I'll keep it with you for a bit.
Still got.
I did that earlier this year. I did that earlier this year in which I got confused with the arrows. Sometimes I go up and ask the coach just to make sure, hey, this guy is the DH, correct?
0-2 is the count. 1 runner on, 5-0 game. Santangelo looks, kicks and fires. High and away for a ball. 1-2. One just kicks a little bit low. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 fastball. Just gets the outside zone. Strike 3. Number 7 on the day for Santangelo. 1 hit and 1 left on base by Freedom. They still trail by 5 as we approach the bottom of the 5th right here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
If you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Here at Shenango, the teachers and staff love their Wildcats. In the classroom or wearing the blue and gold, we have their back and we wish the Cats the best this season.
This video is brought to you by the Shenango Area Education Association.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Ross kicked the things off for Shenango in the bottom half of the 5th. A 5-0 Shenango Wildcats lead. First pitch by Kuntz, showing bunt, and he did go the whole way across, but just misses the ball, so 0-1. 1 for 1 and 2 plate appearances for Ross. He walked back in the first, came the whole way around to score Shenango's second run of the game, and then hit a single in the second. 421 batting average as well. Hits this one out towards deep right field. Waiting over for it is Jutarski, and that one lands over his head. Going into second base, he rounds 2, he wants 3. Throw to third is offline, that skips away. A leadoff triple for Trey Ross. His third triple of the season for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Jutarski, he had a line on it, but it hung up just a little bit more, and then it picked up some speed and it got over his head. Good recovery to get the throw in there, but he missed a man.
So a great opportunity for Shenango to make this a 6-0 game. Christian Antirock steps in. First pitch, check swung. This one's called a ball. Want to know the count. One runs in inside, but clips that outside zone, even if the count 1-1. Ross on third, nobody out, 5-0, bottom of the 5th.
I love they get to see the game of tag that me and Rob are playing, running a broadcast right now. It's a perfect look right there. It's so stupid.
It's like musical chairs going on. I'm just here to spectate it and watch it. 2-2 now the count to Anti-Rock. Here's the 2-2 by Kuhn. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Up next, number 10, Jack Keeler.
Strikeout number 4. One away here in the 5th. Jack Keeler up to bat. 1 for 2 today. Had an RBI single back in his first at bat in the first. Looking to have a multi-RBI day with Ross still hanging around at third. This one skips up. It's great blocking by Anthony Taddeo. Keep it in front of him. Don't want Ross to come home off of a pass ball or wild pitch. 1-0. Swung on and missed for a strike. Gives up the count 1-1. Infield playing in for Freedom. See Robbins and Blank down the left side of the infield playing up. Got Davis kind of playing by the first base bag. And everyone else up on the grass. This one gets away from Taddeo. But Ross does not move. Count now 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Fastball inside. 3-1 now the count. Here's the 3-1 from Keeler. Called a strike right off the plate. Count runs full. 419 batting average. 16 RBIs. Here's the 3-2 pitch. This one hit out towards center field. Taking a couple steps back and making the catch is Fessler. Throw to the plate. That's cut off. And in to score is Ross to make it a 6-0 Shenango lead.
Yep, just simple. Get it in the air, time it, and go home. And Trey Ross rewarded for that leadoff triple.
RBI number 17 on the season for Jack Keeler. Ground ball, that one's down the third baseline and fair. Kemmerer runs towards second base. The throw is not in time. A 2-out double for Jacob Kemmerer And another runner in scoring position for the Wildcats.
Yep, just beating the throw as that one went down the line. He got the windmill, so he went for it, and he's able to just beat out the throw.
Shenango plants the duck on the pond for Nate Deem. A chance to make this a 7-0 lead. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th.
That's our first multi-hit inning on either side.
Only 5 hits too as well for Shenango. You combine that all together, is it 2 for Freedom? 7 combined total hits. First pitch to Deem, fastball well outside for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball down low in the dirt. 2-0 now the count. Deem walked back in his first plate appearance in the first inning. Struck out in the 3rd. Kuntz in the windup and the pitch. Just outside, 3-0 now the count. Deem leads Shenango in walks. He came into the game with 10. Takes a strike, now 3-1. He's now at 11 walks. See if he can make it a dozen. And that one is going to be called a strike, clips that inside zone. And Kuntz able to get back into the count, 3-2. Runner on second, and this one just outside ball 4. The 12th walk of the season by Dean. He gets on, again, that's the team leading, and now runners on first and second for Shenango. Got a courtesy runner.
Number 6,
Joseph Esposito.
That's a pinch runner, actually.
Ground ball to short, picked up by Blank. Short throw to second in time for the 3rd out. Shenango tacks on another run and 2 hits in the inning here in the bottom of the 5th. Take a step aside, come back up for the top of 6. Tyler Polk will take back over play-by-play duties on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination. Riverside Apartments is Newcastle's premier senior citizens complex. Looking to downsize but still maintain your independence? Riverside Apartments is within walking distance of many of the stores and restaurants of downtown Newcastle. Large efficiency and 1-bedroom apartments currently available for rent. Riverside features on-site laundry facilities, a main floor lounge area, full security door system, storage areas, and reserved on-site parking. And best of all utilities are included, including cable and air conditioning. At prices under $500 per month, there's no question it's a steal. You're safe at Riverside.
Back here for the top half of the 6th inning, a 6-0 Shenango Wildcats lead over the Freedom Bulldogs. Do or die time for Freedoms. They got to at least get a run across the board to get themselves back into it. But first multi-hit game back, or first multi-hit inning rather, in the bottom half of the 5th. Tyler, back on play-by-play duties. Take it away, Mr. Polk.
Thank you, Mr. Aaron. So far for Shenango, 6 runs on 5 hits, no errors, 5 left on base. And for Freedom, no runs, 2 hits. As that's snared for the out at short. 1 error, and they've left 4 on base.
Number 22, Anthony Tadian.
Not a time for your pen to die, but it fortunately didn't. Thank you. Fastball outside for a ball on Taddeo. He's 0 for 2 today. As I step outside to take a look. 1-0's in for a strike, 1-1. And these two teams will square out tomorrow at Freedom at 4 p.m. That's the final regular season game, and that could have some stakes behind it. Popped up into shallow right field, calling for it, the right fielder, Keeler, for out number 2.
Up next, number 26, Mason O'Donnell.
We'll have all sorts of fun for you coming up in the post-game show as it's T-shirt time here in Shenango. We'll give you our Melee Chiropractic play of the game and the MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Ball outside for Mason O'Donnell. O'Donnell hit by a pitch and popped out the first in his 2 plate appearances. Here's the 1-0. One-hand snag by Antarok inside, 2-0.
Have a defensive substitution for you as Esposito now playing at third base.
Actually, Deem is re-entered. I see 15 on the shirt. He re-entered. That was just a pinch run situation. He was allowed to go back.
I see the game changer says Esposito.
Let's see.
I can't tell with the front of the jersey. It's just a gold outline on
That's
the
a
front of the
1-5.
jersey.
He's back in. Deem is 15.
Don't mean to trip you up there then.
So game changer is changing the game, literally. 3-2, slammed, left field, going back. And Dando looks at it as it's foul into the playground. Good ride by O'Donnell, but it's not online inside the fairway. Counts full, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to O'Donnell. O'Donnell takes this in the air to center field. Emmerich paces over to left center, has it to retire to side. It's a 1-2-3, top of the 6th for the Bulldogs. We'll head to the bottom of the inning. 6-0 Shenango on lcsportsnet.com.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Being the home team, to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for over 90 years.
We're more than just a law firm. We're your friends, your neighbors, an advocate when life takes an unexpected turn.
We're not just lawyers that practice law. We live in this community, just like you.
When you need us most, we're at our best.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And welcome back as we are in the bottom of the 6th. Matt Fry up next for Shenango.
For Shenango, number 21, Matt Fry.
And Fry, a line out and a fly out today as he looks to add some more to the tally for Shenango before they try to wrap this game up. In the top of the 7th, they're ahead 6-0. And Fry looking to take this away to right field, swings and misses for strike 1. The 0-1, breaking ball, droops low, 1-1. Now the sun has disappeared and we just got clouds, but it looks like it's just wind adding to the festivities.
Yeah, you always got like more wind, especially when you're outside of a press box too. But this wind's still blowing out towards left center field. I honestly hope that it just doesn't rain. I don't think rain's in the forecast till later tonight, but as long as it can hold off.
3-1 is our count here. Next up is the top of the order with Rance Emmerich. And that probably is what drove that Mason O'Donnell drive to left field out of play foul. 3-2. Here's the 3-2 to Fry. That misses, ball 4, and it's a leadoff base runner for the Wildcats.
Next for Shenango, number 3, Lawrence County.
Kuntz gets his third base on balls of the day. We're back to the top of the order. 0 for 1 is Rance Emmerich, but he's reached base twice on a base on balls and a hit by pitch, and he tries to go for the sacrifice bunt. Well played. The third baseman, Robbins, throws it on to first in time. It allows Fry to move himself to second. It's a sacrifice 5-3 bunt.
Tell you what, that's not an easy throw there by Robbins to get that across the first. That's just a great job to just pick it up and throw and get it as accurate as he can. And you got that all-important first out, but, you know, if you're Shenango, you did what you wanted. You got that runner in scoring position.
Here's Dom Dando at the plate. Chops one foul left side for strike 1. School buses are here as they come on by. Their way between the football field and the baseball stadium here. Fouled off right side, and it goes right into the Freedom dugout.
That's a sharp line drive and completely missed that netting, and that trajectory, I mean, that was a laser coming right into that dugout.
I got more worried for the school bus because there was a foul ball. They did go into the walkway path last week. Might end up bonking a kid here. 0-2, popped up to the left side, looking for it. Robbins, and it lands foul. You had an eye on it, but that's it.
Yeah, that's just a tough place. That's around the other side of the Shenango dugout, and just from our angle, we couldn't see it. I was just watching the umpire the entire time and see what his call was, but that's just a tough play to get to.
It was a play made like that similar last week, so it is possible going towards the Wildcat dugout. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball outside, 1-2. Riverside and Shenango on the other side of the complex here, and later tonight, Neshannock, New Brighton. Foul tip. It's into the glove, and oh, wow, they got him at third.
That was a really confusing play, but I don't think that Fry knew what was going on, and it's just a tag, and you get the double play ball.
So it goes as a strikeout, and then you go 2-5 to wrap up the inning. 2-5 caught stealing, so hope your scorecards are able to keep all of that. That will wrap up the 6th inning. 6-0 Shenango. Cats going for the win in the top of the 7th. You're watching WPIAL Baseball on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
May the 4th be with you, and on May the 4th we check out the Tri-County Cup standings, and we got the Neshannock Lancers on top, 48-27, a 64% win percentage. But then you take a look, Laurel has the most wins with 57 and 35 losses, Mohawk 50-30, and then Shenango looking for that 50th win here today. 49-43 are the Wildcats. Last chance for the Bulldogs as it's Garrett Tatarski as he swings and misses for strike one. Sends this in the air to center field. Emmerich on his horse to right center. Instead, it's the right fielder, Keeler, to make the catch for out number one.
That's a long run for Emmerich to try and get over there, but Keeler's like, I got it. Don't worry about it. Just a couple steps over to right center field. Make the catch over the top for the first out.
So here's the 5-0 hitter, and that's on the ground and through the right side for a base hit for Zach Kuntz.
Number 32.
Third hit of the ball game too for Freedom. Be a good time now to start rallying up those hits and start rallying in some runs.
Here's a man that could do that, and Xavier Robbins with one out and the runner on first. Called strike on Robbins. Infield, middle infield side looks like they're ready for double play depth. Check on the runner, Kuntz at first, he's back in. Foul back into the netting, strike two. And these two teams go for round two tomorrow at Freedom. Of course, weather pending, 4 p.m. 0-2. On the ground, the short. Ross collects, gets one to second, and then not in time. Barely. Nearly got a game-ending double play there, but instead it goes 6-4. Fielder's choice, and the game continues. Colton Blank ball, 1-0. Thought I was going to call a game-ending double play there. Not the case.
You had it all teed up too and ready to go. It was just a really close play over at first base.
I thought Robbins didn't have the speed for it at first, but he got a last burst of wind, able to make his way to first.
Well, the wind is blowing in that direction, so definitely
wind
would
aided
help
40
you out.
there. The 2-0 flared right to second base for Rilla, and that is your ball game. The Wildcats pick up a 6-0 victory. They take care of business in game one of their section series. We'll come back to break it all down with the Tri-County Principals Association post-game show right after this 6-0 Wildcats on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Celebrating 25 years of the best coverage of high school sports in Western Pennsylvania. This is the Trib Live High School Sports Network, covering 140 schools throughout all 3 sports seasons. Trib HSSN is always there. On tribhssn.triblive.com, you'll find live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, news, and so much more. The Trib Live High School Sports Network, broadcasting high school sports in Western Pennsylvania for 25 years.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shenango for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Riverside Apartments is Newcastle's premier senior citizens complex. Looking to downsize but still maintain your independence? Riverside Apartments is within walking distance of many of the stores and restaurants of downtown Newcastle. Large efficiency and 1-bedroom apartments currently available for rent. Riverside features on-site laundry facilities, a main floor lounge area, full security door system, storage areas, and reserved on-site parking. And best of all utilities are included, including cable and air conditioning. At prices under $500 per month, there's no question it's a steal. You're safe at Riverside.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
And back with you for a final wrap here from Chuck Tanner Field in Shenango. It's the Wildcats taking the first of this section series, 6-0. And Tyler, it's time to break it down. Let's give the winning and losing pitcher here today, and the winning pitcher is Jonathan Santangelo.
Yeah, 7 complete innings for him. Give up 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, 2 hit by pitches. Just an overall great day for Santangelo. On the other side for Freedom, Drew Tarski started, pitched the 3rd inning, gave up 1 hit, 4 runs, 3 walks in his outing. Then Zach Kuntz came in, 5 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. Drew Tarski gets the loss. He goes to a 4-3 record. I would imagine with him only pitching 22 pitches today, he will play tomorrow on the Revenge of the Fifth game. Getting it onto the Star Wars lore tomorrow for their last game of the regular season. Sant'Angelo gets the win, gets that 4-1 record for them, but just a great job by Shenango all around. You can start off with that 4-run bottom of the first inning when you only registered 1 hit in that time, 5 walks. You batted the whole way around the order there, and then next run in the 4th inning started off with first 2 at-bats with Farilla and Fry both getting out. Emmerich gets hit by a pitch and then steals second, and then Dando brings him in off the RBI single in the 4th. In the 5th, Trey Ross hits a triple, brought in by a sacrifice fly by Jack Keeler, and then in the 5th inning, I apologize. The 6th run comes in, your scoring recap, brought to you by Creative Edge, where design and construction come together with experience.
Now it's time for our favorite part of the day. It's T-shirt time. Got to bring back the old Jersey Shore, man. That was high school right there. Sorry. But anyway.
I love the T-shirt time. All right,
awesome. Yeah, let's do it then. Let's get to the play of the game. And this one, I think none better than a triple. And that was from Trey Ross. He led off the bottom of the 5th with a triple. He later came around and scored on the sacrifice fly from Jack Keeler.
Yeah, the senior, also national anthem singer beforehand, did it without a microphone. He hits a
nice
big
baritone
triple.
Too, by the way.
Yeah, awesome.
Going to Gannon.
Yeah, he hits that leadoff triple in the bottom of the 5th, comes around to score thanks to Keeler on the sacrifice fly. He gets it done in that Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award. Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Trey Ross of Shenango. Maley Chiropractic and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Trey for today's Play of the Game. Mr. Trey Ross will receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of today's Play of the Game. To view all Maley Chiropractic Play of the Games, you can visit online at lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Trey Ross for today's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Now it's time to give off the MVP of the game, and it's really elementary whenever you get the complete game shutout. Jonathan Sant'Angelo will go with his line one more time to let you know how dominant he was. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 1 walk, and he had 7 strikeouts. He was fantastic today in a time where Shenango really needed a good pitching effort.
Yeah, absolutely. He gets that MVP insurance, MVP of the game T-shirt for being named today's MVP of the game. He will receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named today's MVP of the game. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations again, Jonathan Sant'Angelo, for the complete game performance and being named the MVP of the game. MVP insurance, call MVP for the win.
Yep, and so that'll about wrap us up here today from it. Yes, we finally got a victory for the head coach of the Wildcats today. You want to have a chat? Why not? Why not? I want to make sure I get your last name correct.
Othetis.
Michael Othetis, glad to join us with us. It's a rare time that we get a coach in here for a post-game interview, at least for baseball, but I figured because we've been here so often and you come up short, but you got the victory whenever you need it.
Yeah, you're not a jinx.
I guess I now can go through Shenango freely here. But Coach Othetis, congratulations on this victory. Talk about this game for your team. You come into this, you need at least a split to make it to the playoffs, depending on how everything goes with New Brighton later tonight. What was your message to your team today?
Well, obviously the Laurel game took a little bit out of us. I mean, give Laurel a tremendous amount of credit. We were going in there hoping to split, but, losing those two or coming in here with, I don't want to say back to the wall, but we knew we had to at least get one. We had a real good practice yesterday. The thing was just do what you've been taught. Practice went well, play like you practice. And today they did. They made every play. Jonathan pitched fantastic. We had some timely hits, which we weren't getting in the Laurel game. And we kept adding on, which made things a little easier at the end.
Yeah, Coach Othetis talked about Sant'Angelo. He was roughed up a little bit against Laurel, but he was able to bounce back with this. So how big has he been towards your team?
Well, he's a sophomore, but he's a young sophomore, and then, he's still learning how to do this thing. And one thing about him he's had this year that I liked, he's had a good demeanor. Good or bad, he tries to keep that even keel, and I thought he did that well tonight coming back from Laurel. When you get a game like that and you're young, it can affect you, but he didn't tonight, and he did the best he could, and then of course we played good behind him. So very pleased with his effort, and he's been our workhorse all year. He's our number one, and he's been going deep into all the games, and that when you don't have to use a lot of pitching, that helps.
Trey Ross today went 2 for 2 with a walk. He's now going to Gannon to play some baseball. How has it been coaching Trey all these years?
Well, Trey is like my fourth son. Dale and I have been together for a long time. I actually coached Dale back in the day too. So I treat him like my son, and he's as good a person as he is a player, and that helps a lot. But he is the kind of kid that's always going to be working on something. He struggled a little bit through the Laurel series. He was in the cage. I had to force him to go home. That's how he works. So, but he's been a leader all year, and we appreciate his effort.
Well, Coach Othitis, it's one last game for you before the regular season ends up. Of course, weather pending, because you look out here.
Yeah,
it kind of looks a little
terrible.
It's kind of been a little but what will be your message for your team tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow I think the pressure's off now a little bit. So my message is going to be go have some fun. Play like you played yesterday, which means today, and Trey's probably going to start on the mound tomorrow. He's been in relief most of the year, but I think I'm going to start him tomorrow. So just go have fun, see what happens.
Well, Coach Othitis, congratulations. I'm glad that we can make it back to Shenango.
Yes, you don't have to come with hoods on or anything.
I don't have to basically just come in for the cover of night like a Mark Liddell.
You have to sneak in and sneak out anymore.
Coach Othitis, thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And that's head coach Michael Othitis here as we talk to him for a post-game interview, an impromptu one, as everything closed up around here in Shenango so fast. I was able to get the T-shirt photos in so fast, so why not have him in here after a big victory?
Yeah, absolutely. Just a huge one for Shenango. You look at that section race and everyone bouncing off the floor with each other, and you're going to have to watch tonight. You got New Brighton, New Shannock tonight. It's going to be a great game out there. So if you're Shenango, watch the game tonight on LC SportsNet, and then play Freedom tomorrow, and try and really run after this section title and at least getting into the 2A bracket.
Let's give you our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Shenango Wildcats, who are now 11-7, 7-4 in section play. They had 6 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 on base. On the other side for Freedom, they dropped to 7-10, 7-4 in section play. They will not be able to potentially get a split of the section title with this loss. They had no runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and they left 5 on base. Great game here from Shenango here at Chuck Tanner Field. Thanks to the super producer, Rob Natal, for doing all of his hard work here. And, of course, one half of the Tylers, Tyler Aaron. I'm Tyler Polk. A pleasant good afternoon and good night from Shenango. Last time our final score, the Wildcats 6, the Bulldogs nothing. These two battle tomorrow, weather pending, 4 p.m. from Freedom High School. That's all for now. You've been watching WPIAL Baseball on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, and thank you for tuning in.